It definitely doesn't feel like it here, but spring is around the corner and you don't have to look any further than a field in California for some proof. This is the Carlsbad Ranch and it claims to have one of the largest flower fields in the world. The same families owned the ranch for more than 60 years. They will start welcoming visitors for the season this week with peak bloom coming up in April. I wish that we could be in California right about now because it's cold.
It's only cold today. It's going to warm up.
That's true. Short-lived.
Yeah, we're going to get some wintry weather before that happens. But we're going to be very spring-like as we go into the week. So kind of a two-part system, cold and snowy as we go overnight into the morning, but more spring-like and rainy as we go into the week. So let's dive right into it. Right now we're at 37, feeling like 30. It is quite chilly out there. We do have clear skies. Your D.R. Horton, America's Builder. Current conditions, that cold air starting to seep in again this evening. We're in the 20s up to the north, 28 in Bucyrus, Marion, and Kenton. Much warmer down to the south, still holding on to 40 right now in Waverly. We've seen those that cloud cover starting to build in as well ahead of the system that's going to move in from the west and push off to the east. You can see that now right here. It's over Missouri, making its way through Missouri, Iowa, and into Illinois there, but that will eventually work its way into our area. Here it is. As we get into the early morning hours, 4 a.m., we'll start to see some isolated showers. This will become more widespread as we get into that morning commute. Notice this pushes up just along the I-70 corridor and continues until about 10-11 a.m. Then it gets warm enough where we'll see the transition from snow to rain. So we may see a rain-snow mix before that happens, but then we get that switch to rain, and that rain will continue to the south while the rest of us kind of get a break from the moisture. But there's a high pressure system just driving moisture into the system, and it's going to continue to give us some precipitation through the week. So Tuesday, this will start as just some light scattered rain showers, but it becomes more widespread as we head into the afternoon. We could even see some heavier downpours within this. As we get into the evening, we might see some rumbles of, or some lightning and hear some rumbles of thunder before this starts pushing off to the south. Now, as far as the snowfall, let's go back to that. Here's kind of what we're looking at. Just a dusting, maybe up to an inch or so along the I-70 corridor. Further south, we're going to see bigger impacts with 1 to 2 inches, localized maybe a little over 2 inches of snowfall. But that's why the areas to the south are in that winter weather advisory and the rest of us are not. But keep in mind, you could see some heavier downbursts of snow in the morning that could limit your visibility. Here's that high pressure I was talking about, just driving the moisture right into the system, and it's going to kind of stay this way, and that's why we're going to see wetter weather as we head through the week. Look, we're going to be dealing with a lot of rain, several inches by the time this is all said and done. So we're just going to keep getting hit with system after system. So Wednesday morning, more rain. It looks kind of scattered through the day. Thursday, we'll see more widespread rain, kind of get a break from it on Friday, but here comes more back in for the weekend. So again, just several rounds of rain as we head through the extended forecast. Tomorrow, once we warm up, that snowfall will melt off. We'll see a high near 42. We continue a warming trend, taking us to 70 by Friday. As we get into the weekend, we're holding on to rain chances and warmer weather, and we spring forward Sunday morning.